Hi there everyone, thanks to my new subscribers and to my old subscribers. Tonight I'm going to do how does he/she feel about you. Pick a card. You choose a number 1 or 2 and the timestamps are in the description box below. Of course, if this reading resonates, please like, share, subscribe and comment. If you would like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below with a link to my website and to my Fiverr account. My website is a PayPal service, so you can send me the funds with a message or you can email me. My Fiverr account is a service facility and you need your Google details or your Facebook details to log into that facility. Back to the reading. I have here the 3 of Wands, the Ace of Wands and the 7 of Swords. I feel your person was always in a three-way in the past. I feel it was a fresh behaviour. I feel they probably made out with a lot of people in that situation. In its extreme form, I feel your person was in a permanent three-way. Not a third-party situation, but had a lover on the side of their permanent relationship, who they often would bring in to the bedroom. It also indicates to me that your person was in a partnership in the past. I feel your person was in a partnership when you met, but it's since become evident that your person was continuing on a fling with somebody else while they were separated from their permanent partner, and that has caused for there to be a separation. I feel the permanent partner really disagreed with the three-way arrangement. I feel that when you met this person, they were with someone. And I wouldn't be surprised if that other person was the lover or the person that developed into the lover. Because this is a person that always seeks out comfort. It was a very fresh relationship in the past. That might come as a shock to you because of the fire energy here, but I feel that essentially it was a three-way and not so much a third-party situation. I feel you gave this person the impression that they could have success with you, and that was a genuine impression that you gave them because you did think you could have success with them. You did make them feel those feelings of passion again, those feelings of pleasure, those feelings of happiness. But I feel you didn't fully understand the situation because it seems to me that there was a mutual happiness between you, but I feel that you quickly turned away from this person. It was as if you were really, really happy and you wanted really, really happy and excited and wanted to progress the relationship, and then something happened. You made kind of a discovery, or you thought better of it and you turned away from this person. It was a very fast decision, I feel. You don't exactly regret the decision, but you feel that you could have maybe given this person a little bit more credit, but also it's saying that it wasn't exactly the wrong thing to do because you didn't understand the situation as it stood. And the situation as it stood was that this person had a kind of a love arrangement going on, but also had a partner somewhere in the background that they were separated from. So I feel that your decision at the last minute to turn away from this person was a saving grace in some respect, because you are all about solidarity in your relationships. You are all about faithfulness. I feel that presently this person is seriously considering playing on your terms. They want to hand you a new relationship. They think seriously about maybe having a little family with you. They simply feel they'd like to play on your playing field now and not be so selfish. I feel it's because they feel that the way they acted before or the arrangements they had going were a bit of an illusion. You know, they weren't real. So I feel that this person's willing to mend bridges, but also give you what you want. They're willing to be faithful to you. The challenge being you're very steadfast, and I've said this many times. You've grown in a type of groundedness. You understand what it is you want. And just presently you've turned away from the prospect of a faithful relationship because you couldn't have that in the past. I feel that it has a lot to do with your selfish side, but it's a justified selfishness. You feel that you've been playing the game for a long time. And you feel that you found a soulmate. And you feel that soulmate should have met your expectations right there and then. This person has two sides to them. They can be a little bit of a green-eyed monster. They can be very tame, very placid. I don't think you saw their monster side, or we wouldn't be in the throes of a reading. But the monstrous side is kind of incomprehensible, I feel. But you don't want to be juggling swords, and you don't want to be swallowing untruths. I feel that this person will always be somebody who lives on the edge. Somebody who can be deceitful to you. somebody who does want things their own way. So you're kind of in a precarious decision because, or a precarious state, I should say, because letting love in is risky. I feel you're going to get what you want from this person. I feel they potentially could offer you what you want if you're in the same vicinity. The question is whether you want to take the risk in love, because there is a risk. There's two sides to this person. They're not always straight up. They always live on the edge. They're not going to change for you, and the reason they're not going to change is because they're two-sided. Plus, they'll always have those thoughts about being unfaithful or deceitful. So it's difficult. The association is difficult because I feel that you can get what you want. But because they have this background of 3 ways, passion, sex, intrigue, peer behavior, sneakiness, I feel it stays with them. But you've taught them something. I feel that you have taught them how to be faithful because they want to be faithful to you. But if you're going to say to me, I want everything with this person, and I'm going to take all of that on board, then you have to realize that into the future, this person's going to go back to their old ways. I feel they will try to preserve your relationship. I feel they will continue to ensure that it is a faithful union. I feel that they will always work on the prosperity and the love. But there's a barrenness to this connection. The barrenness is your person's inability to really open their heart to you. And the way they can open their heart to you is by not falling into bad habits or have deceitful thoughts or unfaithful thoughts. And I just feel that's a constant challenge in this dynamic. Essentially, they're loyal to you. They will always go back to you. You will always make them happy. You will always be their passion. You will always keep that emotional side of them fulfilled. But there's always going to be a juncture in your relationship, because I feel that your person has habits. And I don't feel that your person's going to open up to you about those habits. which challenges the relationship in itself, because it means you will never fully understand the person you have in front of you. Okay, so that was deck 1. If this reading resonated, please like, share, subscribe and comment. If you would like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below with a link to my website and to my Fiverr account. My website is a PayPal service, so you can send me the funds with a message or you can email me. And my Fiverr account is a service facility, so you need your Google details or your Facebook details to log into that facility. See you next time. Hi there everyone, this is deck 2. I have pulled Strength, the King of Cups and the Page of Swords. Of course, if this reading resonates, please like, share, subscribe and comment. If you would like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below with a link to my website and to my Fiverr account. My website is a PayPal service, so you can send me the funds with a message or you can email me. My Fiverr account is a service facility and has a few more options for readings if you'd like to take a look. Back to the reading. I feel that on a soul plane, if you're not in physical presence of this man or woman, that they're always beside you. He or she is always beside you. I feel that they've only stepped away presently. Because they have well and truly been in your presence, but I don't think you could see them at all. I feel they keep an eye out. Could be, I don't think it's a weird thing, but you could have met around work or you could be work colleagues, but it seems to be something of a past consideration, this connection. I feel that your person feels supremely protective of you. I feel they are very calm about the connection. I don't see that this person feels it's necessary to announce your connection to the world. I don't see that. I see this as a person that just wants to support you. That wants to be strong for you, that wants to protect you. But doesn't want to interfere in your world too much. The reason they don't want to interfere in your world too much is because they're a dark character. They're not light. They can be light. I feel you are their light. I feel that you are the angel they know and understand and want to protect. But I feel they've had to take some time out and get some time alone to really consider what it is they want. And I feel that they've thought about it and they'd really like to offer you romance. I feel the challenge is that there's a divorcee in this mix. They've got an ex or someone they've broken up with who is a little bit of a mean-spirited person, you know. Somebody who manages to prevent their progression in love. But also I think there's a meanness to them with this darkness here. It's like they need to be more demure about approaching you, but their mannerism is a little bit harsh. And there's also this side to them, I feel, that is childish in romance. It's like the boy to man and the girl to woman scenario, I feel. They're mature, they're strong-willed, but they're also critical. They also can't live up to that maturity that they show in other areas of their life. It's a really strange mix in a person, actually. But I feel it's because they seem to be always doing adult type tasks, but disregarding their emotional side. That's the feeling I get. So I feel like things go wrong easily in the connection because they falter at the wrong times. But also you have them under control, strong control. It's like they do their darndest to get away from you on an emotional level because they're so drawn to you. You keep them sewn to your side. You keep this person adjoined to your hip on an emotional level or on a physical plane. Then they feel the intensity of those emotions and they try to free themselves. When they try to free themselves, their childish side comes out. It's like you can never pin this person down because they have to confront a reality, and the reality is they'll have to pucker up their lips and give you a little smooch and admit something to you. And I feel their character is so built up. It's like they're so fenced in that they don't want to deal with the nervousness of your connection. They can get so far, but every time they get close, they feel that restriction, that claustrophobia, and they just want to be free. And I also think they rely on that personality to distort your opinion of them. Yeah. Whereas you're just building the house for you both, really. You've taken charge of this emotional relationship on a physical plane and on an emotional plane. You've drawn the plans for the house. You've built the house by yourself. You're trying to keep him there as long as possible until you're ready to put him or her into the house. You're doing your darndest to put him or her in there. You're keeping those emotions aside. You're keeping them aside on a physical plane. But for some reason, they just keep getting away from you. But I feel you want to be true to your feelings. I feel that you are loyal. You've decided you're loyal to this person. You know it's a fresh relationship. You know this person was going to get away from you. You know that you are genuinely in love. You know that you feel it in your chest. You know that they are a character who lives on the edge. You know that this character has managed to get away from you. However, you're keeping them beside you on an emotional plane. And you still plan on putting that person in your house. By that I mean you're still planning to go ahead with your dream life. You're not going to compromise on your dream life for this person's independence, for this person's immaturity, for this person's childishness. But I feel that even though they feel restricted by the connection that they have with you, they understand that it's love. They understand that they have to offer you something. They understand that well. On an emotional level, their hands are tied, really. But there's also a side to them which is a little bit critical, and that's the challenge. You show this person your love. They manage to escape in their mind or physically. But out there on their own, they need to feel that love. It's a much more intense love than what you're showing them. I felt you showed them something on a physical plane, but they can only show you something on an emotional plane because they keep drawing you back in. You simply know intuitively that you have to keep this person beside you. You just don't know why. It says that you will hear something from this person into the future. It won't be a big declaration because I feel they keep those emotions close to their chest, and we've seen this a few times. So their love, they want to make a big grand gesture, that's undoubted. But they know they have to start somewhere, and I feel starting somewhere is just communicating with you, saying something. And they look upon you also as a bit of a witch. Because they don't understand a witch or a warlock, because they don't understand a person that can control them with love. But that's has a lot to do with their darkness. But there's also love, like you've shown the darkness the light, and the darkness like the light a lot. That's the impression I get. So they're not going to renege on you. They're not going back on you. If you want to keep this person there with you on an emotional plane forever, or for as long as it suits you, you should do that. Because on their side, they are in love with you. They are out there in the world. They are independent. They are still thinking over things. They are still acting childish. But they're going to synthesize this feeling they have of romance into a communicative stance. Like they are going to make an effort into the future to try. I don't think you're too concerned though. I think you're going to keep this person there for as long as it suits you, because you know you're a person in love. You know it suits you to have this person by your side, either on an emotional plane or on a physical plane. You know they're sketchy. You know this person will get away from you now and again. Because I really just feel you enjoy being their light. And I don't feel you differentiate between the light and the dark in this connection. And the reason I don't feel you differentiate between it is because your loyalty is strong. Your love is strong. And all you want is this person beside you. And really that's all they want. Okay, so that was deck 2. If this reading resonated, please like, share, subscribe and comment. If you would like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below with a link to my website and to my Fiverr account. My website is a PayPal service, so you can send me the funds with a message or you can email me. My Fiverr account is a service facility and you need your Google details or your Facebook details to log into that facility. See you next time.